Sometimes it's just crazy how time flies. Like, I feel like I just filmed the last You Don't Need That Shit, and here we are with another part. And spoiler, it's not that much, but it's okay because I actually do want to tackle something else here in the start of the video. In the past week, I uploaded my review to the Isamaya Core 2 palette, and in that video, I said, when I showed the swatches and everything and compared it, I said that I forgot to mention something in the first video, in the Core 1 review, and that was the fact that the Core 2 is now made in Korea instead of how the previous industrial palettes were made in Italy. Did that sentence make sense? I feel like I lost the plot, but you know what I want to say. I just literally said it's made in Korea, and the other one was made in Italy. And a girl commented, and I'm pretty sure that she's watching here too, a girl commented under that video saying, this is now the second time that I see this anti-Asian bias from you. And I'm like, what? I literally answered her, are you new here? Because watch your tone. This is just so out of place and inappropriate to comment on a channel that I would say roughly 50% of its content is about Asian beauty brands. Commenting this under someone's channel who is doing affiliations with Asian beauty brands, with Asian beauty shops, who is sponsored every now and then by them, who makes advertisements for them, is just beyond stupid. And she didn't react to my question and my answer on that comment, and others came in and they were all like, yeah, Yudalulu, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And a friend of mine then also talked to her, and she was actually answering her and said that since I said this in the beginning of the video, before my review started, this is where she got this from, and this is a pattern or a behavior that is linked to other videos too. Do I really have to tell you how a video is structured and what on earth is wrong with you that you base your whole argumentation on the fact that I literally said before the look started, this palette is made in Korea, the previous ones were made in Italy. That was the fact. And I don't know about you, but when you don't do this shit here full time, then, well, reviews are split into different parts. For example, I'm currently filming my review on the Pat McGrath Gilded Nirvana palette, and this is the first look that I just filmed. The other two looks will be filmed on 2 different days. So for a full review, for example, with 3 eyeshadow looks, I have 10 different video parts that in editing, I then combine, I cut together, I edit together, and usually I do film my intro and outro after the last look. Sometimes, depending on how much time I have in the morning, I do film the intros after the first or the second look, because with the intros, what I do is I show you the palette, I show you some swatches, I show you some comparisons, if there are some, and I give you facts. This is a part of the video that I can even film without even touching the palette for the very first time. And I just cannot, in my mind, process these thoughts of this person that because I mentioned this before the actual look started, that they try to put racist thoughts in my mouth. No. In the whole time that I've been doing this here on YouTube now, so two and a half years, a little bit less, out of all the comments that were not pre-filtered out by YouTube because they were really harassing sometimes or like very insulting, out of all the comments that got immediately published by YouTube, This was, I think, now the 5th one that I had to delete, because this is something that I will not accept on this channel. You can happily disagree with me. You can even explain to me and tell me that in the Korean like factories, they have this and this innovative whatever. And in the Italian factories, they have this and that. That would be usable knowledge for everybody. But telling me that I have an anti-Asian or anti-Chinese, anti-Korean bias and attitude because I, in the beginning of a video, tell you a fact that can be read off the back of any palette, that is stupid as fuck. And I'm not accepting this, because this is actually a very harmful comment to my here online space and online community, because I couldn't be further away from that. And I highly, highly recommend people who think of commenting shit like this, do your homework on context, because I will, in my review of the Lethal Cosmetics Conjuring collection, also say, oh, this is made in China, this is made in China. And this has nothing to do with being anti-Chinese product, whatever. This has something to do with the fact that Lethal Cosmetics built their whole brand on something else, and that this is just disappointing to me, that they completely moved away from what made them big and what people love about them. So context is important, and actually I don't have to explain myself, but I feel like this is a very important topic. I'm not deleting comments usually, but this got my blood boiling so heavy that I had to put my response in German into DeepL so that it got translated. Because I was not capable of phrasing something in English that didn't contain the words stupid, shit, and fuck. The good thing is that this was one comment, like one person, but it got me boiling so heavy that I feel like I had to react to this, because a lot of people did comment under that comment too, and all of them are so supportive. They were so supportive, and all of them said, hey, what the heck are you talking about? But I cannot... Okay, one last thought. Her second answer to my friend, where she said that this is linked to a bigger topic in all of my videos, I'm like, huh? Why should Asian beauty brands then work with me? Like, this is so ridiculous. I built my whole channel actually, or like the most part of the growth of this channel is built with me bringing these Asian beauty brands to you all, to introduce them to them all, because I discovered them for me with this big ass dragon palette from last year. That skyrocketed my channel, aside from the Kaima thing, but that's something else. Oh, maybe that is what they were referring to, because in the whole Kaima situation in my TikTok, and I think here in the video too, I commented these rumors that Kaima Cosmetics apparently, oh, by the way, I had to puke a little bit with the brand name, that they are apparently dropshipped from like Temu or Alibaba, and some are even saying that they are just a plain white label. Oh, maybe that's it. If that is the case and you're a stan, But what I want to say is, honestly, you can criticize me wherever you like. You can disagree with me. I encourage everybody to always disagree with me, to just share their knowledge and their views, because that is how we learn. But building the argument on the fact that I read the production country off of a palette in the beginning of a review, and then saying me that I have an anti-Chinese bias? Do you even know what a bias really is? I'm just asking. The psychology student in me is just asking. But let's just finish that topic, and I'm not accepting comments like this here. Thank you so much. Welcome to my TED Talk. And now let's move on to the new releases. I do have only 6 products saved here because everything else was just so kind of boring. But now we're starting with this, and honestly, that one picture in the corner. Oh, it makes me so uncomfortable. These are the new Refy Satin liquid lipstick pans. I kind of do like the idea of that shape, but first of all, they will be messy as fuck after 2 uses. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And it makes me so uncomfortable. This picture here in the corner looks so much like someone with super filled up, about to blast lips. Is blast the right word? Explode, burst, crack. Yeah, that is exactly what this looks like. Like someone who has so much lip filler that they're about to explode, and then they put on the liquid lipstick on top. This is how this looks like, and it makes me super uncomfortable. But it's such a boring color story. Like, we have six shades. And the I don't know, it's just so boring. The shades itself, they do look kind of nice, but honestly, Mocha, Morbello, and Mulberry and Ruby, they look so similar that you could have either one of them. So I never tried Refy. I feel like I'm not the targeted audience because even when I look at these promo pics, it's like so clean girl coded that this is not for me. So I can happily skip that. Cosmic brushes, aka Cosmic Beauty, however they are called now, are coming out with their new collection. I'm not really sure, is this their Christmas collection already? Is this just a random collection? Because last year they had specifically the Sinister collection, which was Halloweenish. Then they had the, what was the palette called? The Christmas one. I bought it and I decluttered it because the color was just too wild. And now we have the Starlight collection. In that Starlight collection, you have a lot of products from liner, liquid lipsticks, a highlighter palette, which honestly, the highlighter palette looks really, really nice to trio. But I think the main part is definitely the eyeshadow palette. And I love the formula of Cosmic brushes, aka Cosmic Beauty, and I do like the format of this palette. This is also a 20 pan like the other ones. Are the other ones 20 pan? Yes, they're all 20 pan, but they're in a little bit of a different format. I do like that. And I do like the color story, the mix, and I feel like we have again a Gloss Gods Dancing Light situations or a Arcana or Arcana palette from Artitude situation. This dark sky inspired with a bit of pastel in there, super iridescent shimmers and chromes in there, like these gothic-y star sky pastel shades mixed in. And here we have that row of warm shades. And I looked at the swatches and at the palette itself and I was like, I know that color story. I have seen that color story, but where? And then someone messaged me actually and said, this looks so much like Solomon 2 from Odin's Eye. And I have to agree. It is definitely the same vibe. Not the same colors, I'd say, but the vibe with the warm oranges and yellow together with the cool tone blues. And I am very much tempted by the palette. It is out already when you see the video, but I don't know how much use I will get out of this because the Solomon 2, I ended up decluttering not only for the quality, mainly for the color story because I don't like the mix. But on the other side, I do like the quality and the formulation of Cosmic brushes, Cosmic Beauty so much that I can probably do great looks with this. On the other hand, I do have here in the back the Dark Lights from Beauty Base still to review. I have their new in-house brand, Sampler. I ordered a palette from them, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm really benefiting from this. Maybe this is going to be a palette just like the Christmas palette that I will grab next year, because she tends to do, or like the owner of Cosmic Brushes, she tends to do like 50% off sales for certain like days. For example, this year on April Fool's Day, she had 50% on the Christmas and the Halloween collection. So I bought the Christmas collection that I didn't buy at Christmas last year. So maybe I will wait and I can admire the palette from afar. The looks, what I have seen already from people who got this in PR, look really, really stunning. So I'm tempted by that, but I'm not 100% sure how much I will benefit from this. Let me know your thoughts, please, down below. How do you like that? And that highlighter trio, divine. Looks so, so good. Maybe if the whole collection is in a 50% sale next year, maybe I then buy this. Moving on to something I just cannot resist. I have been raving about them so many times. The LH Cosmetics Sparkle Liquid Eyeshadows. And let me just peek into my little drawer here. I have all 11 shades. And I ordered these 2 new, so then I have 13. I just cannot stop collecting them. They are so, so good. The new shades that they have here are Fortuna and Divine, and if I saw that correctly, they are in a collaboration with a makeup artist. I have never heard of her name. Let me very quickly read the name. 1 second, please. Jenna Tanisha. Again, I never heard about her, so I don't know who she is and what she does. There isn't also a Instagram handle put onto this. Weird. So maybe she isn't even a influencer. I guess she's a makeup artist. And when I look up her like hashtag Jenna Tanisha, I see a lot of advertisements that she does. Who knows? Who knows? She's a pretty person. Like, she's really, really stunning. And the 2 shades, absolutely beautiful. The Divine shade, very, very simple. But the Fortuna shade looks really, really nice. I'm planning, by the way, to do like a series of shorts where I incorporate all of these. So LH Cosmetics, could you please stop coming out with these? Because I really need to start planning the videos. Next up, we have Adept Cosmetics. We already talked about the RHNull palette that was announced and about the weird, like, it's alien blood thing. So I did some research in the meantime, and yes, RHNull is that super, like super limited blood type. I'm just missing the right word right now. Limited is probably the wrong, but it's not that often. Like, I think in one of the websites that I did the research on, their newest number was 8 people in the world do have this. So there was a little bit of truth with this, but it's not alien blood, like, calm down. But talking about aliens, this palette looks like the EBE palette, but a little bit different. And head over to Freya86 Instagram account. Here is the picture that I'm talking to. She has an in-depth comparison also with swatches, so you can scroll through. But it's so freaking similar. In my opinion, the RHNull is a little bit more cool-toned. So aside from these weird greens, Oracle and Sorcelman, I think is the name, I do like what I see. So I decided I will buy the RHNull. This one has, this one has dropped already. So when you see the video, I did already buy the RHNull. I'm really curious and excited. What I bought immediately without even thinking of it is this one here. This is the new Mini Charms Neutral from Beauty Bay. Their first Mini Charms palette. Oh, it's so, so pretty. It came out together with a 20 pan palette that I forgot the name of. But the Mini Charms, that stayed in my mind because it is such a beautiful 9 pan palette. Now with this neutral palette, they are channeling definitely more the neutral lovers. But I have to admit, when I look at the swatches here, it's not that neutral. They are very, very impactful in the shimmer. So this mini charm formula, this lives off of the sparkliness and shininess, and it's like a mirror-like finish. I really adore these shades, and I'm very, very curious to apply them and to compare it with the Charms one. Bought it. The whole set that you see here is, I think, £15 or 18 euros. So it's not that expensive. That weird like bracelet, I don't need. The liner that's in there is like a gunmetal taupey shade. So I'm happy. You cannot buy the Charms Neutral on its own. You have to buy it in that set, which I think they will only do during the Christmas time because they just released it within the like whole Christmas set vibes. I am happy, so I can't wait for it to arrive. So share your thoughts on this and all of the releases. Are you planning to get something? Sorry that the video is that short, but you know, we're pausing and we're pumping up for the holiday releases that are still yet to come, but we have mid-October. I think it will start very soon. I feel like in general it's a bit more quiet this year. Thank you so much for joining. Please make sure to subscribe to miss any of the other upcoming videos, and I'll see you very, very soon.